Ladies and gentlemen, we will now prepare the ring for tonight's main event of the evening. The following singles contest is a non-title special tribute match, and it is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first is the CSW Metra Division Champion, Cutler.
Yes, the Packers do suck, but my baby brother's favorite football team was the Green Bay Packers, which is why tonight I'm brave enough to come to Chicago, Illinois, wearing Green Bay colors.
There you go, man. That's a real champ.
As much as this Metra Division Championship means to me, tonight is not about that. As much as winning means to me, it's not about that either. Tonight is about me putting on the very best match that I can for you people in memory of my baby brother, Brandon Richardson.
There we go.
To do that, I needed to face the absolute best athlete in that locker room, my best friend, Steve Boz. So enough talking, let's fight.
And his opponent is the POC Superstar, Steve
Cutler is ready more than I've ever seen him. He wants to win this match. And as a tribute, and now the POC, the single most popular athlete in all Chicago-style wrestling.
In all the world.
Well, it's simple. The two best friends in real life have something to prove. In many ways, if it was not for superstar Steve Boz, Nick Cutler would not be in professional wrestling.
I believe it. All right. Okay.
I mean, every single time that we work together, Stan, we have a common goal, and that common goal is to put forth a product that everyone agrees with, that everyone can appreciate, and we work as a team. And these two are part of a team, and they have a right to demonstrate their abilities in a ring for competition's sake and also as a tribute for a long-term family member of Chicago-style wrestling who has recently departed. And that good Cutler riding Boz down onto the canvas. Boz going for that wrist lock as Cutler is trapped, but he manages to rotate back to his feet. Side headlock and a reversal there and then a wrist lock.
Make no mistake about it. The entire host of heavenly angels is looking down. The entire sanctuary of heaven is looking at this match, watching this.
Well,
everybody up there.
We all paid respects.
To another man who's viewing this match.
And the ultimate tribute in honor of the fallen man is to have a match in their honor. It is a tradition in professional wrestling that dates back to the very golden days of wrestling. Roman Coliseums used to do it, and we at Chicago-style wrestling do the same thing. As Boz continues to control Cutler's wrist. I think a lot needs to be considered here. Although this is a non-title match, these two, one of these days, might be locking up for that title. And you know that as well as I do, that a victory here does still mean something, does it not?
I think it does, because it's in honor of a man who is beloved by many people, and here is a champion who's one of the best champions in all of wrestling, suffering the loss that he did, going against the best wrestler in the world today. This means a whole lot.
Well,
more than any championship I could imagine.
Well, Cutler has been CSW Metra Division champion since February 2013. He has defeated basically every opponent that has stepped in his path. I think basically Steve Boz, the very best, in his honest opinion, is exactly what Cutler would have wanted in his tribute match, to be challenged in a competitive match like this, where he does have to put his best foot forward. the challengers, I mean, they line up like clockwork, and Cutler can take him down to size. But I mean, this tribute match on behalf of his fallen younger brother, I'll tell you, I mean, this is a family environment, and Cutler feels that Boz is just as much of a family member as anyone else in Chicago-style wrestling.
What would happen if tempers flared, though, and things broke down?
Well, obviously, in a match with a struggle like this, in a match dedicated to the life of another man, sometimes you have to think that due to the physical nature and the competitiveness of these two men, they might go a little bit further than they expect. Cutler, side headlock takedown, puts Boz back onto the mat.
Come on. One thing about the BOZ is that he can do business with enemies, friends, whomever. The guy never lets anything get past business.
You have to admire the fact that Boz has been able to handle adversity throughout his career, to remain strong, to work harder than anyone else, to maintain his physical conditioning, and to be as strong and as dominant as he's been in the squared circle. I mean,
yeah, and to stop the clock at 29 years of age.
I mean, you got to think that when these two step into the ring, whether gold's at stake or not, these two will put their differences aside, their rivalries from the past aside, and they will show that not only do they know one another well, that they can physically put each other in positions where they have never been before, and they will test one another's abilities like they have never been tested before.
Ain't that the truth, Kenton?
Boz shoulder blocks, takes Cutler down. Cutler continues to stay down as Boz controls his body and shifts his body weight. His balance is immaculate, isn't it? I mean, Boz is just able to twist and torque his body in so many different ways. And watch him as he stands inside of the ring. He's got Cutler down on the outside. Boz flies! Cross body on the floor! He just laid out Cutler on the outside. Steve Boz stands tall among the fans at the moment.
Man, to do that to Cutler. Boz, come on. A little bit of decorum. Come on, Cutler. Smack him in the face.
Boz's body fat percentage has got to be slim in the single-digit percentages, maybe under 5%. And then when you got Nick Cutler,
maybe under 5%.
Possibly.
Somebody get that man a pizza.
And then you got Cutler, who has dedicated his livelihood, his career, to better training and dieting. You got to think that Cutler is at the prime of his career as well, so that's what makes this match extremely intriguing. Cutler on his feet, but for how long? Sunset flip. Cutler's shoulders are down, but the legs smash together across the ears of Boz as Boz gets back to his feet. Crucifix pinning attempt here by Cutler, and Boz gets the shoulder up.
Come on!
Inside cradle, hooking the bottom rope does Boz to avoid taking the fall here.
He got him in the lower abs. Did you see that? And that's the hardest part of the body to work out. And I'm telling you, look, can you even hurt Boz there? Jeez.
The emotions that drive these two men to continue to be the best and to continue to pursue bigger and better things, that's what drives these two in the ring. Beautiful head scissors. Cutler feels at home in the squared circle, and if there's anything that Cutler loves to do more, it's compete in this ring. Cutler rolls under the bottom rope to avoid a Boz body block. Boz takes the head first plant all the way to the floor. That was a very dangerous landing for Boz on the outside.
I don't know how he got up.
Oh, Cutler with a running clothesline off of the apron to the floor. 5 minutes gone by. 5 minutes. Wow. Did you expect that from Cutler and Boz here tonight? They're putting on all the stops. I mean, they're trying to put it all at stake here.
Yeah, I was thinking tempers are going to start flaring. I'm not saying that they're starting to flare, but they're getting more and more abrasive, shall we say?
Well, I expected a contest that was going to be scientifically enduring.
You're never going to have that anymore. Not in this society.
This is a smash mouth affair as Cutler nearly made his forearm a permanent part of Boz's head.
Think about it. This is Chicago style. This is violence.
What a
personified.
chop! Cutler is not messing around here tonight. He wants to put Boz down, and he wants to prove himself here. Cutler on top. Boz gets his shoulder up. Very fast-paced battle. Cutler making a wise decision to slow it down. Cutler has turned himself into an excellent mat technician in recent months in Chicago-style wrestling, and with that extra experience,
he's got the front chancery applied, cutting off the airflow, and look, Boz gets up like it's nothing.
Boz got up in a hurry.
And there we go, the temper's flaring.
Slowed him down. Several kicks by Boz.
We had a slight earthquake here.
Niles,
Illinois.
Oh, he did roundhouse kick. He just laid out Cutler there as he's on top. That's 2 count. Very close. And now Boz was trying to elevate Cutler. A couple of knee smashes to the spine. What a devastating drop that was. And I think playing games here for Cutler against Boz might not be the smartest thing to do.
Absolutely not.
Cutler has to maintain his composure. He has to figure out how to keep Boz down, because Cutler in a mat wrestling contest with Boz might have the upper hand. Knife edge chop by Boz. Wow, what a slap to the face. These two men are really slugging it out here. They call themselves best friends. Do you do this to best friends?
Yeah, actually I do. Smack each other harder. Come on, man.
Good Lord.
Good old brotherly love.
You can hear these shots from 6 miles down.
All the way up to heaven.
They both collide and they both tumble onto the mat. That was one heck of a
beautiful. Beautiful.
You're applauding this.
I applaud this. This is violence. This is awesome. Get up. We want more violence.
Well, Cutler, the #1 contender for heavyweight championship gold, in my honest opinion, as the Metra division champion. Then you got Boz, who's thrusting himself back to life.
As usual.
Running clothesline by the superstar. Another one puts down Cutler again. Whoa, what a roundhouse shot that was. Slapped right to the jaw. Big swift kick by Cutler. There it is. The leaping leg lariat takes Cutler down. He tasted the boot of Boz, but Cutler gets the shoulder up.
All right, good. I want Cutler to keep going, man.
The swinging pendulum of momentum seems to be riding on the side of Boz at the moment. Cutler's got so many tricks up his sleeve.
How could you not pull for Cutler? A man who's been through so much.
High cross body floor block there. He didn't have to get him off of his feet that much, because he was running with such momentum that it basically carried and lofted himself all the way across the ring from one side to the other on a Boz who was barely able to stagger to his knees and to his feet. Back and forth, these competing sides of the fans here at the Miraj, supporting their fan favorite.
Yeah, but they're undecided, as usual.
Cutler into the corner. Boz with the springboard kick. Cutler has fallen like the pins at the local bowling alley, Brunswick Classic Bowl, and otherwise. This could be the end of Nick Cutler tonight. He kicked out their right shoulder up again.
How did he kick out of that? I can't believe it. I thought this was it.
This has been an incredible battle that I think would go down clearly as a contender for match of the night here at the Miraj in Niles.
Got him right in the throat.
10 minutes gone by. 10 minutes.
Right in the trachea.
Cutler gets reversed into the corner by Boz. Boz with a springboard, misses the kick.
Yeah, after getting hit in the throat.
Tucks the clothesline. Leaping spear, he put down Boz badly. Boz holding those ribs. Whoa! The left grabs the bottom rope to
Hey, ref, you should have counted. I don't think he grabbed it in time.
Fans a little bit disturbed.
Hey, Seymour Butts, I don't think you're funny.
Well, we got a
Hey, don't forget about the third man in the ring, BU Double T.
We got a bipartisan crowd here. They are definitely supporting both men in this effort. Cutler with a low shot there.
Whoa.
Inverted spinning brainbuster attempt possibly.
He couldn't get him up. He couldn't get him up. He's
blocks it.
They're fighting for
Oh, he hit the fisherman suplex instead. Boz again.
Whoa.
You got to admit, Cutler has thrown his best at Steve Boz so far, and this has been a clean match so far as I'm concerned. No cheating at all whatsoever. Oh, it's a hot kick! That put Cutler down.
Oh, no.
And now...
Is Boz going to lift his left leg and urinate on him?
Oh, urination might be the key to victory. Oh, not even close.
Oh.
I don't think anyone in Niles has seen action like this before.
I've never seen anyone last this long after taking all of Boz's moves.
Listen to this competing chant here in the Miraj.
The BOZ is like Vern Gagne and Billy Robinson, where he has a multitude of different finishing maneuvers. And not one of them has worked against Cutler tonight.
Boz has the fans waiting for this. The big savate kick. The only other used to polish off so many other opponents before. Cutler caught the boot. And Boz, the face plant. And Boz flounders all over the place.
Oh my Lord, if he would have just turned the other way, he probably could have got a cover on Boz and pinned him, which is what I want to see finally. What?
Boz in trouble.
Oh man, to think he probably would have did it.
Cutler almost a little surprised that he could not get the victory there. This is the main event of CSW Live at the Miraj in Niles. The great news, we're returning back here in December for more live action.
December the 13th, I believe you said.
That is correct. And these two are going to give the fans something to remember before they leave here tonight. Wrestling-wise, Cutler sends Boz into the corner. Cutler,
the animal instinct comes out.
Oh, but he ate that big
Oh, man.
Boz.
What's Boz doing? What's he doing?
As he's trapped his arms behind his body.
What's he doing?
Victory roll attempt.
Whoa.
Cutler defended it. That was it.
Oh, my
Cutler
goodness.
has won it.
Ladies and gentlemen, here is your winner, the CSW Metra Division Champion, Nick Cutler!
You got to applaud that effort. A great match that went back and forth at least 36 times before Cutler pinned Steve Boz's shoulders to the mat in this, the ultimate tribute match for his younger brother here tonight. Very important moment for Nick Cutler in his career.
He beat Steve Boz September the 27th.
And now all
2013
wrestling superstars in a straight line joining Nick Cutler in this moment. This is what a family is all about. Chicago style wrestling is more than just a competition. This is a group of men that support one another when the going gets tough and the tough get going. And for that reason alone, you gotta help but appreciate the fact that Nick Cutler was willing to do this tribute match in honor of his brother here tonight as the bottles have been raised. A family united stands together for eternity, and that's what matters the most to Nick Cutler. Chicago style wrestling is the most classiest of organizations around, and the reason is simple. What you see here in this ring right now is proof positive that these two men deserve to be recognized for all their hard work and to be recognized even when they are in a position of weakness. This is one of the most classic moments in Chicago style wrestling I think I've ever experienced. And Steve Boz and Nick Cutler have given the fans something great, a match to remember, and this is one of the most beautiful moments you could possibly experience. This is a great night, and everyone is supportive of Cutler during this time.